The Surge.
Smallzy Surgery.
The Surgery.
This is Smallzy Surgery.
Well, thank you for downloading the new episode. And are you ready for a little Throwback Thursday action? Well, this episode's guests need no introduction. They first broke onto the scene in 1997. I mean, who didn't love them? With that weird sunflower video clip thing they had going on with Mbop. They've dominated the charts since, sold 16 million albums, performed to over 3 million fans. They're coming back to Australia with the Red, Green, Blue tour, which, funnily enough, is the name of the new album, which is out now as well. Let's get on Zac from Hanson to chat all about it.
Hey, this is Isaac,
Taylor,
and Zach, and we're Hanson.
You're listening to Smallzy on Nova.
Zac, good to see you, dude. Thank you for jumping on the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
New York City, current location. How is it there? How is the Big Apple?
Seems good. I haven't been here in a couple of years, so it's kind of weird to be back. You know, this whole pandemic stuff just stopped everybody from traveling. And
Didn't
so I'm
it?
like, oh, this is
Didn't it? What? Where did you bunker down? Where is home? Where did you go home
well,
to?
home is Tulsa, Oklahoma. So one really great thing about that is just it's more of a place where you live on land, and so we didn't really ever feel totally isolated or stuck in our houses because we live on a little bit of land, and it's a smaller town. So really we were kind of through the bad stuff a lot faster.
Sure.
And feeling pretty normal.
Did you get cabin fever though? Like, when you were like, okay, I really need to get out of here. I need to see something else, just a little bit of something.
It was nice after years and years and years of touring. It was a really good feeling to just be home.
Yeah.
I have a 1-year-old, and I looked at my wife. I was holding him. I'm like, honey, he just loves me so much more than the other kids. And she just goes, "You've never been home this much." He just knows who you are. But it feels it's time to get back on the road. We've been really trying to be back on tour now for a long time. Sort of that thing when someone says you can't go a place, you really want to go there.
Isn't it? It's crazy that I feel like that's how I felt. It wasn't so much that you don't get to travel for a little while. It was like that someone took that away from you. And now that you can travel, it's like, I'm not in a rush. I mean, I'll get back to it when I can because now I have the ability to.
Well, what I would say is, it was kind of a weird thing to talk to my friends, and some people were essential workers and some people weren't essential workers. And all I would say is after 2 years of people not really having in-person concerts and feeling that connection with their neighbor and the people in their town, I really think music and concerts are essential. Like, I think it's really part of the health of our whole culture, whatever city you live in, whatever town or country, like that's part of who you are, and we need that.
All right, well, let's get to it because last time you were here and the brothers were in Australia 2019, and now you're coming back. This is good news.
Yeah. Coming back in November, which feels awesome. And it will be the end of the world tour, which means we will have practiced by that point. So it'll be worth coming to any of the shows.
Sure, absolutely, absolutely. You won't.
It's something
I was going to say.
Most artists don't tell you. Don't go to the first show on any tour.
No.
It's not going to be good.
But also, I could argue, don't go to the last show because they're like, it's just on autopilot. They've done it so many times. That won't be happening here, right?
Yeah, no, the last show I think is in New Zealand.
Fantastic.
So you guys are totally fine.
Whatever. New Zealand can deal with that. No, you're going to be here in November. The Red, Green, Blue tour, the album as well. Number 11, is that right? Studio album number 11.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It's been a lot. We released a new album last year called Against the World, which was kind of an interesting way of one song a month all year long. But yeah, I think it's right up there, 11 or 12, man. I lose count after about 5.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Tell me about the new record. Where is it from?
It's kind of different.
Yeah. Okay.
The record was recorded in sort of 3 parts. So red, green, and blue. And that sort of signifies each brother. That's something we kind of grew up with our mom, buying me blue things and Taylor red things and Isaac green things. It just happened.
It's just easier, right? It's just easier. I don't have to write your name on it. You just wear the blue shit. You wear the red shit. Yep, exactly. You wear the green stuff.
No, you've got it. That's
Yep.
exactly how it works.
Yep.
But it happens that it's also a color format, like LED lights and things where you can really make every color. And so we just thought it just happened to be kind of a cool signification of kind of how we come together to make the sound of Hanson. But this is us kind of deconstructing that a little bit. And so the record is kind of like 3 solo records.
Okay.
I did play, drums and sing harmonies on the red and green part, but it's really that each brother said, these are the 5 songs I want to do, and I'm gonna play producer, right? It's gonna be my vision, and you're gonna help me get there. In some cases, there wasn't a part for me to play because the song was so simple or so special in a certain kind of way, And I think hopefully fans will find it to be kind of like exciting way to learn something more about our band, but also kind of feel deeper connection to what they already know over this last 30 years of music.
Yeah, it's been a wild, a length of time. I mean, you obviously grew up in the public eye. I grew up listening to your music, and you know what? I don't know if I missed something over the years, but I think sometimes a common trait that you would see with family bands, particularly three brothers or 3 sisters or siblings, is that there are peaks and troughs where we get on like a house on fire. Oh no, we're taking time out. We're not going to do it. We maybe even fight publicly or something leaks. That never really I never heard any dislike of one brother from another brother or some vicious rumor that was going. How do you keep it so harmonious? Because like every family, there will be highs and lows, but 30 years is a long time.
Should we start one now? Because Isaac's really bugging me.
Yeah, no, hey, go for gold. Go for gold.
Honestly, it's very conscious. Like we definitely fight. You see any relationship, whether it's a marriage or a friendship, or in this case, brothers in a band, there's no question we fight. But we've always tried to make that something that happens behind the scenes, because we want the stories of the songs to be pure and people to receive them in a way that is not about that kind of a context. But the truth is, if you listen, you'll hear it in the songs. There's a song called The World Goes Round on this new project. And it says, we take our chances together, turn for the worse or turn for the better, who can say? And I'll tell you, that's partly inspired by some of the stuff we've gone through over this last 3 years, just where we've had hard times, where, even dealing with the pandemic stuff and kind of one brother has one perspective, another one has another one, when are we ready to get back out? All these kind of things where you're balancing your whole world,
Oh,
it's hard.
It would be mad to talk politics. I wonder if all the 3 brothers have the same worldview. Thanksgiving dinner would be just oh my God, they all get along so nicely, but they all view the world because everybody is human, right? And we all we all have different hot takes on whatever's going on in the world at any time.
Right, and you guys are in the middle of a big political election, right?
We
There's
are.
a red party and a blue party.
That's it.
And a green party, right?
We really are. I mean, I don't know if you timed that specifically, but that's what's going on here in Oz at the minute.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that. We don't all see the world the same way, but I think being in a band, you kind of learn that you can play a role and not have to agree on every single thing. I'm the drummer, and so I have certain things I need to do to make the band work, to make the songs go, right? And I don't have to play the melodic stuff, but I have to drive the rhythm. I have to start the songs, this is a role you play, and that I think has been beneficial to our relationship because you can learn when to walk away. Hey, this is not my thing. We're not going to do this together. But we love each other. We've been through so many battles together, been through so many wars that even the hard times, there's that in our history where we come back.
I would imagine everything you would have seen and collectively experienced together, even the hardest of times would be a walk in the park from some of the dark days that you ever would have got. You'll be like, if we can handle that, it doesn't matter what's going on today, we can handle anything, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That you don't always know it, but with a little reflection, you kind of go, hey, this is just one day in a lifetime.
All right, 30 years of Hanson, wild. I'm just going to do a lightning round of questions just to ask you some. Here we go. Favorite song that you have released as the band in the 30 years? Have you got one?
A song that we barely played at all, that we released a couple years ago, called Nothing Like a Love Song. I have a deep love for that song.
Weirdest fan experience Do you remember one? I mean, it was there's been pandemonium. There has been
there's a lot of really weird experiences, but most of them start with someone walking up to you and saying, "Hey, I'm not crazy, but."
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you like a throwback memory of my weirdest moment that I remember from the band. I must have been 11, and you were in Australia for the first time. And you did, I think, a shopping centre appearance, and there was girls hiding under the bus, mobbing this big bus as you were leaving. And I remember listening to it on the radio as an 11-year-old kid going, "This is fucking wild. What is going on? This is like the end of days. This is fantastic."
Yeah, there are definitely scenarios, and I don't mean any disrespect to fans, where sometimes certain fans, you walk out and you go, "This almost feels like a zombie situation," where they're gonna come and eat me alive.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
30 years of being famous, weirdest place you've been recognized.
A toilet.
Yeah. Like I
public restroom. Like a public restroom. Like
okay.
You're standing there doing your business, and somebody looks over and goes, "Are you?" And I'm like, "I'm in the bathroom."
Yeah, not right now.
No.
After so many tours here in Australia, you got a favourite memory? Is there something that sticks out whenever someone says Australia, you go, "You know what? That's the memory that I'm reminded of."
Well, this last time we were there, we went to the Melbourne Aquarium and swam with sharks, and so that was a pretty fun memory.
Okay,
definitely comes to mind.
There you go. I like that. And then one for the OG hardcore fans. When you're back here in November playing the new tour, the Red, Green, Blue tour, let me quickly plug tickets on sale, frontiertouring.com/Hanson. Will you be belting out the classics? Will you be reimagining the classics? Because we need to see it.
Absolutely, yeah. Bop and Where's the Love and If Only and I Was Born, like all the songs. There will be a little bit of everything. This is, in a way, for me, this feels like a restart. There's just been these years of us not playing, and I kind of want to come out and just play a little bit of everything to kind of get things rolling again, to feel like we're celebrating all the history we have. And of course, there's a bunch of new music, so we do want people to hear that. But, that's just part of what we do.
Absolutely. Well, Zac, always good to see you. Thanks for chatting. Enjoy the Big Apple. Enjoy New York. And we'll see you here in November, all right?
Absolutely. See you in a couple months.
Smallzy Surgery
is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.